Welcome back, everybody. Well, we're in a brand new month. Of course, this is May, and May, you may or may not know, let's play on the words, is Africa Month. And later this morning, the Minister of Arts and Culture, Nathi Mthethwa, will launch the Africa Month program at the Cradle of Humankind Heritage site in Maropeng. Celebrations this year will be held under the theme, Building a Better Africa and a Better World for Peace and Friendship. For more on this, the Minister joins us in studio and is going to talk a bit about it. Good to have you. It's so good to see you. Welcome to Morning Live.
Good to be here, Leah.
So you're going to be launching the program of activities to take place through the month. Take us through the lineup. What is your department going to be doing?
Well, it's actually a government program, the entire government, because it's occasioned by the formation of the OAU on the 25th of May, 1963. Which then is AU today. So we're celebrating what the OAU did. It went through the whole process of undermining the 1884-85 Berlin Conference, which fragmented Africa and actually decolonized the continent, perhaps with the exception now of Western Sahara. Yes. But the OAU did a lot of work. Currently, we are under AU, pursuing AU Agenda 2063, a 5-decade program which mainly aims at the integration of the continent, of prosperity and peace and stability in the continent. So what we'll be doing in this month, will be having cross-pollination programs with the entire continent, people coming into the country, exchanging through arts, culture, through debates, colloquia, and generally the festival of ideas within the continent. But look at practical program which is going to promote economic integration through intra-trade, promoting tourism, arts and culture. But at the center of all what we are doing is the African identity. We'll be launching it today, the Cradle of Humankind, and it coincides with the 10th anniversary of the African World Heritage Fund, which is aimed at identifying World Heritage sites for Africa. As you know today that the world has more than 1,000 World Heritage sites. Only 89 are found in the entire continent of Africa. So we are lagging behind. We want to do more to ensure that Africa is appreciated for what it is by the entire world.
So I mean, I do see that that's one of the big things, paying tribute to the African continent for supporting the work of the African Heritage Fund with its inception over a decade ago. I'm hearing that there are about 40 delegates from various African countries, as well as ministers and representatives of UNESCO that are also going to be present at all of this. I mean, talk to us about their involvement.
Absolutely. This is whilst it's an African program, but it also connects the entire globe, because the issue of heritage, the issue of arts, of culture, the issue of economic integration are global matters. They are not only matters of the continent. So we'll be having almost the entire continent as the core with the diaspora, but we'll also have representatives from UNESCO who understand the importance of heritage. As a society, as a young democracy, we are still being introduced in a way we have not made so much headways, because we have only 7 World Heritage sites in South Africa. We still have to do more to ensure that even what we call the liberation heritage route is understood by Africans and by the world. But most importantly, in whatever we are doing, we want to honor our forebears who started this route more than 50 years ago when they formed the OAU, which is the vehicle for Africans for their own liberation.
So this all, of course, is culminating on the 25th of May. That's when it's Africa Day, and that, of course, is every year celebrating African unity. But just finally, and leaving it on this note, the message for this African month. I mean, what is it that we want to spread? What is the message from South Africa to our peers and within South Africa?
As you see from the theme, we're emphasizing what the AU has raised over a period of time, that we should seek for a better Africa and a better world. In our case in South Africa, we should reconnect with the continent. Stop this thing of visiting elsewhere in the continent, and you come and say, I went to Africa last week, coming from South Africa.
Exactly.
We are all Africa, and we're all Africans, and therefore we should fight and work to strengthen for the prosperity of our continent and for peace, of course.
Indeed. Minister, thank you. Thank you very much for talking to us. Enjoy the launch and the celebrations that take place during this month. Africa Day, 25th of May. Of course, this is the launch of Africa Month that's taking place today with our Arts and Culture Minister, Nathi Mthethwa. Of course, other 40 delegates from various African countries and ministers and UNESCO also going to be present at all of this. So big celebrations taking place at the Cradle of Humankind Heritage site in Maropeng. 25 minutes past 7, time to take a look at the sport.